My name is Lindsay Brown. I am the state of West Virginia representative and advocate for the Marfan Foundation, and I run a group on Facebook called Marfan NWV. As I'm sure you know so far in this presentation, Marfan Syndrome is a connective tissue disorder. So the way I like to explain that is, in a normal person, connective tissue acts as a glue to hold your organs and your bones and your teeth and everything like that in place like glue, okay? In our body, it's more like a goop. So that means that all of those things that are supposed to be held in place kind of do whatever they want spontaneously. So you could have no symptoms, and then at 30, you have hip surgery. That's me. So some of my things that I'm affected with, I was diagnosed at 4 years old in 1990 at Duke University. They found that I had dislocated lenses in my eyes, okay? That's the part of your eyes that focus. So I was running into walls and, sitting this close to the TV, all of the stuff that means that you can't see, but they didn't know why. All that they knew was it was dislocated. So I had to go all the way to Duke to figure that out. They took out both lenses when I was 4 years old. And what they didn't know in 1990 was that the pocket that your lens sits in needed to stay. So when I got implants in 2001 at 15, I didn't have a pocket. So what should have been a really easy surgery, you kind of just bend the new lens, put it in, and you don't even need stitches. Wasn't. They had to sew in a pocket into my eyeball and then put the lens inside of that. So it was a huge, major ordeal. I had to have another revision on my right eye because my lenses have moved again. Again, it was a huge, major issue, and it didn't really solve the problem, so they didn't finish in my left eye. Some other surgeries that I've had 5 gum surgeries because of recession. So basically, your tissues just kind of recede away. If that continues to go on without any type of surgery or fix, your teeth fall out, okay? I've had 2 hip surgeries, like I said before. When I was a young teen, my hips, mainly my right one, was dislocated all the time. It just kind of popped in and out as it wanted to, and I had pain from early teens to 30 when I had surgery. Now, surgery was an arthroscopy. It wasn't a hip replacement, and it should have made everything better, and in fact, it made it worse. I ended up even getting sepsis from surgery. I had to have a second one because the first one failed so badly, and then the second one made it worse. So all of the issues that I had, I still have, and now it's worse. I don't think that my surgeon actually believed me that I had Marfan syndrome, and that's because, you know what, we're not all tall and skinny. And what the doctors learn, especially the older doctors that went to school, 50 years ago, let's say, I'm probably not 50, but you know what I mean. They learned that you were tall, skinny, and you had heart issues. Well, guess what? We're not all tall and skinny. Like, I was skinny as a teenager, but I gained weight just like most of the population does as they age. I'm tall for my family, but no, I'm not 6 foot tall. So when they look at me, they don't automatically say, you know what, she has Marfan syndrome. So that makes me have to prove it, which is super sad that that is a thing, that I have to prove that I'm sick. Super sad. I hate the fact that we have to do that, but we do. And we have to be our own advocate, okay? If we're not, and to put it completely bluntly, because that's how I like to practice, you could die. You literally could die. Your heart could dissect, and you wouldn't even know it. If you get the proper monitoring, echoes every year, CTs, things like that, then you can monitor the growth. Right now, mine is enlarged. My aorta is enlarged. So basically, when it dissects, it pulls away from the rest of your heart. Okay? If you don't know that you have it, they don't know to look for it. And typically they say that you maybe had a heart attack because they don't know what to look for, right? Okay? So some of the major things is eyes, heart, bones and joints. You know, that's the major things. But, you know, we have long fingers and toes and face. Yeah, we have a lot of issues, and I've already talked about several of them, and I could keep going for another hour. But the main thing that you need to know is to be your own advocate. Whether you have Marfan syndrome or not, you need to be your own advocate because no one else is going to. Okay? So go to the Marfan Foundation page if you would like to learn more. You can go to my page if you would like to learn more, ask any questions, and I hope that I was able to inform and educate. Thanks. Have a good day.